Welcome back to Icon on the Internet. Okay, so tonight this is vid by RRG and it's called The Real Reason Why People Can't Stand Tyler Perry. I think it's because of the same old formula when it comes to his movies, isn't it? I think that's the main reason. Actually, that's probably not the main reason. I'm about to find out what the real main reason is, but yeah. With that being said, I did like his movie, Why Did I Get Married? So that movie, it's only because of two characters that I actually like it. And that's Angela and Marcus. They're hilarious as hell, but also they're like the example of the type of couple that you don't want to deal with in real life. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship like that. You don't want to be having to mediate a couple like that, right? Funny thing is, Angela and Marcus, they're the type of couple that I know in real life, right? Where they just can't go like a night without fighting. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that shit, luckily. So it's mainly because alcohol's involved more than anything. Right? When alcohol's involved in anything, it's always a recipe for disaster. No shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in. I think I've gone long enough. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into his reaction. Angela's my favourite character on Why Did I Get Married? And especially the second one, she got the gun and started shooting up my... I'm dead. Because she thought Marcus was cheating. I'm dead.
Tyler Perry is well known for his movies, television shows, and stage plays. While he has received props for opening doors for Black entertainers that were previously shut out of Hollywood, he has also faced a buttload of criticism at various points in his career.
Tyler Perry, I'm talking to you, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself for this piece of crap film that you put together. This was ridiculous, and it just makes no sense.
Tyler Perry, what did I do to deserve this man? What did I do to deserve such an awful Christmas movie?
Before we jump into today's mess, be sure to scoop up something to munch
Yeah,
on.
you have to check out the RRG snacks. There you go. Yes, the
Early in his
stereotyping.
career, Tyler faced backlash for his portrayal of stereotypical characters in his stage plays and films. Critics argued that his characters reinforced negative stereotypes about African Americans.
God bless you, may heaven smile upon you, but right now I got some
particularly his portrayal of Medea. Medea, a larger-than-life, outspoken elderly woman, has garnered a dedicated fan base and contributed to Tyler's commercial success. She has also been the subject of major criticism. Medea is often depicted as a sassy, wisecracking matriarch who comes from a lower socioeconomic background. Many argue that this portrayal perpetuates stereotypes about African-American families and reinforces classist biases.
It basically just fuels the mammy stereotype, the angry black woman stereotype. So yeah, I guess I just had to say that, but yeah. Continue.
2009, Spike Lee even went as far as to say that Medea represented coonery buffoonery. Yikes. Tyler initially told Spike,
"I will punch the hell out of you, say something else."
That is my answer to Spike Lee. Go to hell.
And then he later defended the origins of the character by telling Chris Wallace that Medea actually honors the black people he grew up around as a child. As his popularity grew, some people began to question the quality of his writing. They argued that his scripts lacked depth and relied too heavily on melodrama, leading to accusations that he was prioritizing quantity over quality in his productions.
The writing was awful. The directing, I forgot to mention my negatives, was really awful too.
Some of the naysayers argued that his work relied too much on familiar themes and plot lines. In other words, even though the titles change, people feel like if you've watched one Tyler Perry production, you've watched them all.
Okay. How people feel about Tyler Perry's movies has pretty much the same movie, just same movie, different title. That's how I feel about these movies. Now here in the UK, right, Channel 5, like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they keep showing these thrillers on Channel 5. these same old thrillers, and it's just like same. It's like same plot, different character names, and different movie title. It's like it's like same old shit over and over. Yeah.
2020 that he doesn't have a writer's room and he writes all of his material himself, things
No
started
wonder.
to make a little more sense. His fans wondered how a black male could write stories about black women's experiences, and some of his fans even urged him to branch out and bring some new talent to the table to spice things up a bit. Well, at one point, Tyler did have writers on his team. However, back in 2008, he reportedly fired 4 of 7 staff writers for the sitcom House of Pain after they tried to unionize. Tyler later went on the record to say it had nothing to do with them trying to join a union. He fired them because he was unhappy with every single script they wrote. In
Really?
November 2021, he told Yahoo he had just returned from a 6-week trip to the mountains to write 72 episodes of a new show. He wrote from 7 in the morning until 7 at night every single day. However, he finally realized that there were so many other things he could have been doing if he wasn't so hands-on with his projects. He said he planned to continue writing for the next 3 to 4 years. Then he would hand over the writing duties to other writers and directors. Let the church say amen. When his 2016 TLC series Too Close to Home premiered with a white cast, Tyler's supporters flooded him with negative feedback. People wanted to know why the man who was responsible for providing so many opportunities for people of color wanted to make such a drastic shift. Tyler told the Associated Press the outrage was reverse racism, since the backlash was coming from black people. He added, "I don't know if it was because they thought I
Is
should
reverse
only be
racism
giving
even a
jobs
thing?
to black people. Well, I think that's ridiculous."
I've never heard
He
anyone
went on to say that
quote
his
that.
time traveling and interacting with different people made him colorblind, and he realized we all have the same drama no matter where we come from or what we look like. He ended his message by saying, "So I'm not seeing color as much as I did anymore in the sense of our stories. Our stories are so similar." But people weren't about to just drop it and let it go. They
Of course
accused
not.
Tyler of turning his back on the people who helped build up his career. In the end, the reviews
Turned his
for
back
Too
on his
Close to
people.
Home were mediocre, and TLC canceled the show after only 2 seasons. Aww.
No.
Not only did his 2020 Netflix film A Fall from Grace receive a 2-star review from RogerEbert.com,
Ouch.
but fans were absolutely ticked off by the tragic wigs Tyler made his actors wear.
What?
Jokes or videos that are being made about Tyler Perry Productions, unfortunately, the wigs being off and the wigs being so bad that it creates a distraction with the movie.
He later sat down with T.I.'s
This is
Expedition
what you're on about.
podcast and put the blame on the new people who were working in his hair department.
What the hell
Those
is
weren't the only
this?
ones who were upset, though. Actress Crystal A. Fox, who also appeared in the film, decided to speak up. Tyler said, "We had a knockdown, drag-out argument about the wigs in one of the scenes.
Oh wait.
Very emotional for her."
What a
Crystal
joke.
stated that as a woman of color, her hair is very important to her, and it's sometimes hard for other people to understand that. But Tyler, who reportedly shot the movie in only 5 days, wasn't willing to spend the time or the effort to sort through her hair preferences. He stated, "I don't
5
have
days.
time to wait 5 hours and spend $10 million to figure out which curl is right for you." Tyler posted a heartfelt birthday tribute for former President Barack Obama. However, his post contained a significant factual error when he referred to President Obama as a descendant of slaves. Most people,
Ha!
except for Tyler apparently, know that President Obama has a Kenyan father and a white mother. While Tyler's intention was likely to acknowledge President Obama's deep connection to the African American community and the struggles faced by descendants of slaves, his phrasing sparked a conversation around the distinction between different segments of the black population. Within the Black community, there has been a growing movement to distinguish between the contributions of Black Americans who are descendants of slaves and those of Black immigrants. This movement underscores the historical significance of slavery and its enduring impact on the descendants of those who suffered through it. So naturally, Twitter tore him all the way up and
Of
wondered
course.
how he could be so clueless. Tyler eventually deleted his tweet. However, he kept the post on his Instagram with a small edit to remove the inaccuracy. His mistake inadvertently tapped into an important conversation about the complexities of identity, heritage, and the ongoing quest for social justice within the Black community. It is essential to approach these conversations with sensitivity and respect, recognizing the historical contexts that shape different perspectives. Do you think the backlash Tyler has received is justified? Or are people too sensitive these days? Let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.
I think people these days are too sensitive, but in this case, it's justified. Ugh. This is my thoughts, though. Don't tell me I didn't screen record this shit. Oh, no, I did. I just didn't put on Do Understand. I'm okay. But yeah, the Madea. Captain Madea. The amount of ones I saw on TikTok of Madea. They had me laughing, I'm not gonna lie. Not that I'm really gonna go out my way to watch these movies though. Why Did I Get Married and Why Did I Get Married Too? Those ones were good, but I don't want to watch any other movies put out. Just no. Bad wigs. The fact that even the section here in this video, I'm dead. Based off that alone. Oh man. Anyways, I'm trying to write in the comments and see what other people are saying right now. Why are Tyler's recent movies look so low budget and acting so terrible when that man's a whole billionaire? Imagine that. A whole billionaire and yet your movies still look low budget? What? What? I can't, bruv. I'm glad I didn't watch any other movies apart from the two Why Did I Get Married movies. Like, nah. Someone commented, I'm a fan of his old plays. Diary of a Mad Black Woman, The Class Reunion, Family Reunion, I Can Do Bad All By Myself. Those are some of his best plays in my opinion. That's your opinion. I don't know, I never watched them so I wouldn't know. I appreciate him giving black people jobs and roles in entertainment. Nah, I think the guy needs to come up with new material instead of the same old plots. It basically sounds like the same old movies, just different titles. But yeah, same thing goes for those ones that I see on Channel 5. They always keep showing the ones on Channel 5. It's the same thrillers, just different titles. It's just like, fuck's sake. It's like once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So what's the point in watching any other one that's shown on that channel? Someone said, Spike Lee is right. I lost respect for Tyler after he was exposed by our sister Monique. He is not what the rest of the world believes he is. I don't even know what Monique said about him. But yeah, basically, someone commented his type of writing is good for plays, which is why his plays were so successful. But it is becoming difficult to support his shows and movies. They are all the same in some way. Highly predictable, and boy does that man know how to drag a storyline. Sounds like he's been dragging it more longer than they drag out storylines on EastEnders. And believe me, they drag out storylines on there way too much. Right, like they had this storyline with this lawyer who was abusive towards his wife. His wife was killed off in 2020. And they dragged that shit out until 2022. Like, they had the perfect opportunity to expose it at to have it all wrapped up at Christmas. Instead, they dragged it out till March. That it was just like... You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on that. Anyways, let me continue. Predictable and has a drag storyline. It takes him 2 to 3 seasons to cover events that could be wrapped up in 2 to 3 episodes. Yeah, his 2 Why Did I Get Married movies were good, but yeah, does that mean I really do want to go down the rabbit hole of watching any other movies he's put out? No. No. It's pretty much the same, no matter which way you look at it. So yeah, I'm not going to bother. But yeah, interesting vid though. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if whenever I feel like it. I'll see you next one. Bye.